Happy New Year! It's the first day of 2022, and the Boston Bruins are back on the ice and back in the win column after a comeback 4-3 victory over the Buffalo Sabres here on Saturday afternoon. This is Ian McLaren. This is a bonus episode of Locked On Boston Bruins. And first of all, I want to thank you so much for making Locked On Boston Bruins your first listen of 2022. And if you have not already subscribed, please do so on your favorite podcast app and on YouTube. Now, I talked yesterday on the podcast about how head coach Bruce Cassidy was shaking the lines up in advance of this game against the Buffalo Sabres. You had Craig Smith on the top line with Brad Marchand and Patrice Bergeron. You had a second line of Eric Howla, Taylor Hall, and who's on the right side there? David Pastrnak, of course. And then a third line of Jake DeBrusk, Charlie Coyle, and Nick Foligno. Now, all three of those lines came through with goals in this game. It wasn't looking awesome early on. They fell behind by a score of 1-0. Thanks to a Vinny Hinostroza goal that got some fortunate bounces, some not so strong defensive play by our boy Nick Foligno on that one, but they did manage to tie it thanks to Craig Smith, who got the assists from Brad Marchand and Charlie McAvoy. From there, took a turn for the worse as Jeff Skinner and Alex Tuck both scored for the Sabres to make it 3-1 heading into the final period. The Bruins were not looking good on the power play. They were out shooting the Buffalo Sabres by quite a wide margin, but it seemed like the same old story. Out shooting the opposition, not getting great, inside danger chances, and not getting those lucky bounces. But things started to turn in the third period. Nick Foligno finally got off to a scoring start. If you watched the New Year's resolution video the Bruins posted the other day, he said his goal this year was to score 20 goals. Well, he's well on pace for that, scoring his first for the Boston Bruins here on the 1st of January, assisted by Jake DeBrusk. And then 1 minute and about 25 seconds later, Taylor Hall got his sixth of the season on a beautiful individual effort where he elected not to pass, held onto the puck, skated into the high danger zone, the home plate area, and buried it past the Buffalo Sabres goaltender, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Now, it remained tied through there, and then the Bruins, 34 seconds into overtime, managed to score the game winner thanks to Charlie Coyle, who was assisted by Brad Marchand and Charlie McAvoy. Linus Ullmark got the start in this one. He was okay. 21 saves on 24 shots for an .875 save percentage, but it was the new look lines and secondary scoring that stepped up for the Bruins in this one. Neither Patrice Bergeron nor Brad Marchand nor David Pastrnak scored goals in this one, although Marchand did have 2 assists and secondary scoring and these new look lines coming up big for the Boston Bruins. Before I award the big bear of the night, quick word about BetOnline. They have you covered this holiday season with more props, odds, and lines than ever before as football continues its march through the college bowl season and the pro football playoffs. Your number one spot for all sports action this year, 2022. Head to their website, use your mobile device to sign up today, and receive a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Use promo code LOCKEDON to receive that bonus. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDON for a 50% welcome bonus at betonline.com, where the game starts. Now, the Bruins very much deserve to win this game. 5-on-5, 51-33 shot attempt differential, 32-16 shot attempts 5-on-5, 39-15 the scoring chances, 11-4 high danger chances, and those margins increased on the power play. The Bruins did go 0 for 4 on the power play, but in all situations in this game, 14-4, the high danger chances, 49-25, the scoring chances. So the Bruins, really put together a strong offensive effort early on. They weren't rewarded for it, as has been the case through much of the season, not really getting those bounces. There was one sequence on the tuck goal where, Connor Clifton had a wide open net, missed it somehow, still not sure how. And then Craig Smith took a penalty, and the Sabres came back and scored on the ensuing power play. Just seemed to be that kind of day once again for the Boston Bruins, the story of their season. But again, in the third period, things leveled off. Underlying numbers are strong. You expect at some point that when you're dominating in terms of possession, that you're going to get rewarded, and they indeed did get rewarded with those goals from Foligno and Hall in the third period, and then Charlie Coyle scoring his 8th of the season, 34 seconds in overtime. The big bear of the night, I'm going to give to Charlie McAvoy. He led all players with 3 points on this day, 3 assists, secondary assists on Hall and Coyle's goals, and also a secondary assist on Smith's goal in the first period. So not primary assists, but still assists nevertheless. He did have 24 minutes and 22 seconds of ice time, almost a 5 full minutes more than Matt Grzelcyk, who was the second-ranked defenseman in that category, and 5 minutes on the power play, 2 minutes and 52 seconds shorthanded. He also had 4 shots on goal, 1 hit, 1 block, and Charlie McAvoy is the first big bear of the night for the 2022 part of this season. Now, the Bruins do not have much time to rest or celebrate this win. They will be traveling to Detroit for a game tomorrow against the Red Wings, who they are chasing points-wise in the standings at least. They're now 1 point back of the Red Wings, but with 5 games in hand following this victory. So when it comes to point percentage, they have quite the advantage, but optically, it'd be good to pass them in points as well, and they can do so with a regulation win over Detroit tomorrow. Jeremy Swayman likely getting the start, and keep it locked to @LockedNHL Bruins or @ENC McLaren for all the latest when it comes to any lineup changes for that game. But for now, the Bruins kicking off 2022 with a 4-3 overtime victory over the Buffalo Sabres to improve their record to 15-10-2. A well-earned and much-deserved win for the Bruins, who are now riding a 1-game win streak and hope to keep that going Sunday in Buffalo. Don't forget to subscribe to Locked On Boston Bruins on your favorite podcast app and on YouTube, and be back on Monday with a full episode to recap the weekend's action and to assess where the Bruins stand heading into the rest of a very busy January. This is Ian McLaren, host of Locked On Boston Bruins, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your favorite team every single day. Take care, friends.